Hi, how you doing today? I have some more comics I want to report on. This is something I got from Etsy. This is Blood Realm #1. It makes a very innovative use of colors, red, black, and white. It is for mature readers. It's a pretty violent film, violent story, but it's very well told. This printing is third printing, as you can tell by the silver logo. I'm planning on getting first and second printings in the mail. This is the second printing of #2. Also planning on getting the first printing of that. And here's the third printing. Third, no, #3 of the second printing. I'm also planning on getting the first printing of that as well. I also have the fourth part of Exilium, the exciting story of these aliens trying to team together to combat a threat from outer space, considering all the turmoil that's been going on in the universe. I have a copy of ICYMI. It stands for In Case You Missed It. This is Adam Rec, part 1 of 3. It's an all ages book. 99 cents. Great price point. And it's also a very good story. Very the fact that he's going through outer space and his parents are getting involved and they want to make sure that he doesn't get into too much danger, but he gets into a little bit more danger. So he's going to have to figure out how to get out of that one. It came out on a Wednesday, #5. Let's see. Now this is an anthology series. It's the sci-fi, horror, and fantasy stories. They're all short stories. This is kind of a unique issue because most of the stories here are in black and white. There are only a couple that are in color. And the last story, I think, is a reprint that Peter Simeti wrote a long time ago. It's pretty good. And it continues the adventures of Log. I'm not a tree, I'm a log. They have a great sense of humor. Okay, now Midnight Mystery #2. This is the second part of the radio host who likes to keep people in suspense. Now I understand there's going to be a second printing of #1. I would like to get that in the mail. Now, let me say this about second and third printings. The reason why I'm going after that is because their print run is lower than the original print run, and there's been some trend where sometimes they're more valuable, more desirable than the originals. So, and here's the third one right here. Now, this particular issue kind of reads sideways. Okay, Mysteries of Love and Space. Now, this is DC, 80-page giant. I know it's $10, but has a lot of great stories in there. This particular one has a short story in the back, which is Adam Strange. It's a reprint from Showcase #17, published way back in 1958. Okay, now this is a pretty interesting story about the Superman run. It says Wrath of the Crime Syndicate. Now, I remember reading the very first story, which was reprinted in a JLA issue back in '74, which was originally published in '64 in Justice League of America #29 and 30. Okay, final title is The Wicked Righteous. This is a post-apocalyptic story about a bunch of adolescents that get all caught up in all this sort of chaos and turmoil, and that basically trying to survive the fallout of a corrupt government, and also just trying to make sure they don't get killed. Okay, issue number 2. As again, this is the second printing by the gold logo. The Fury of the Fox. Oh yes. Issue number 3. This is where it really gets more intense. Yes, issue number 4. Yes, there's a little romance in here too. Who says you can't have a little romance in these titles, right? And finally, this is an issue of betrayal. One of the kids has turned on the rest of the kids, and now he's part of the gang that wants to destroy them. There's one more part, and that'll come in the mail, and I will go ahead and tell you a little bit more about that one. But it's pretty much a very on your edge of the seat story so far. So that's it. All I have for these titles. You all have a good evening. Peace out.